Leasing a car feels like walking a fine line between ownership and renting, a tempting middle ground. You get a shiny new ride and probably a lower monthly payment than if you financed. Sounds good, right? Well, maybe. The biggest appeal of leasing a car is easy, low commitment. You're essentially borrowing it for 2 to 3 years or however long your agreement lasts. After that, hand over the keys. No awkward Craigslist ads, no trade-in negotiations. But here's the kicker. Those monthly payments go nowhere. You're not building equity like you do with financing. It's like renting an apartment. Nice in the short term, but you don't own it when you walk away. A pain point? Oh, let's talk mileage limits. Most leases cap you at 10,000 to 15,000 miles annually. Go over that, and they'll ding you with fees. Love road trips? Leasing could become a cash vacuum pretty fast. And don't forget wear and tear. Leasing companies assume that your car will stay in pristine condition. That little door ding or stain on the seat might cost you depending on just how strict they are. Pro tip, always ask about the total cost of the lease. People focus on the monthly payment, but dealers love adding fees like acquisition costs, disposition fees, and more. These little gotchas add up quicker than you think. One underrated reason people lease: you dodge the pain of depreciation. Cars lose value faster than the latest iPhone. With a lease, that's not your problem, but you're still paying for it in a roundabout way. Some people justify leasing by saying they always trade up to a new car. It's a lifestyle thing. They want the latest tech, features, or just that new car smell. If this sounds like you, leasing could make sense. But here's my take. You're playing a long-term cost game, lease after lease after lease. It's probably costing you more than financing or even buying outright, especially if you drive your car for a decade. One strategy to evaluate: look at cars with high residual values. The higher that percentage, the less you'll pay in depreciation costs during your lease term. Think brands like Toyota, which usually hold value well. If you absolutely love the car after your lease ends, you might have the option to buy it at the residual value. But here's the rub. That buyout price can be steep. Do the math before jumping in. And yes, leasing can save you on upfront costs. A low or even zero down lease sounds enticing, but keep an eye on the fine print. A lower upfront cost often means higher payments later. Balance is key. At the end of the day, leasing isn't good or bad, it's a tool. Use it wisely and it works. Use it poorly and it's a money pit. Me? I finance my Subaru because I like knowing it's mine.